What is going on, guys, and welcome back to 85 Opportunities. My name is Matthew Maselli.
And I'm Carter Getty.
And before we get into today's video, make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like on this video. It really helps out a lot. Share this video with your friends, subscribe if you're new, and turn on the post notification bell so you guys stay up to date with all of our latest and greatest videos. In today's video, we got tons of things going on in the Web3 and NFT world, and I cannot wait to break all of this down for you guys today.
Absolutely. We're jumping into the NFT world with Web3 as they are entering the fitness industry. It is the first ever move to earn game. That's move to earn, not play to earn. And this is going to really revolutionize how we exercise, I feel like. Granted, we're going to go into much more detail on this, but Matthew, what can this app actually bring us?
So first, I'm going to kind of break down what the app itself actually is. So the app is called STEPN, which it will be linked down in the description. You guys can go ahead and check it out. And the way this app works is essentially you have to have the NFT to use the app and use its utilities. They have a marketplace within the app where you can buy their NFTs of different shoes. And once you purchase the shoe, depending on the attributes that's equipped to that shoe, and you equip it when you go for a run, you will then earn Solana by just completing different challenges and going for runs, which is really something that we've never seen before. Like you said, it's the first ever play to or move to earn game, which is, it's just adding a whole new industry and a whole new niche into Web3, especially fitness. Like you think of gamers, Web3, like you don't have that fitness like idea in your mind, that's not the first thing that comes to mind. And with them kind of trying to intertwine these two things together, I really think it's going to be a crazy project. On their marketplace, they also have a really cool option where if you own the NFT, you can't do this yet, but you'll be able to rent the shoes out to other people so they can go ahead and also, complete this without breaking the bank and trying to buy one of these NFTs. Because since it has dropped, we found out about this about a week ago, and in that time, like we saw the price double, if not triple, and it's gonna only go up from there because the supply and demand is it's not in equilibrium right now, and we're gonna see a lot of prices go up until we see a mass adoption and a mass supply.
Right, and until that mass adoption, they have really seemed to be one of the leaders in this industry, and they're really taking the forefront. But what are some bigger companies, maybe other developers that do you think could get in this space as well?
So, it's really interesting to think about that just because, like I said, you don't think of Web3 and fitness like being tied together, but as we've seen recently, we've seen companies like Nike and Adidas, they've invested a lot of time and money into the Metaverse, into Web3. As for Adidas, they have some Bored Ape people on their roster working with them, so they definitely have experience in the space and know what they're doing. And with all the things we've seen come out, with all these technology pushes with fitness and all this new way to track and like earn different promotional things in a sense, I definitely think that we're going to see some kind of app from Nike or Adidas that is very similar to this. But, like you said, also, STEPN is going to revolutionize the way Web3 and the fitness industry interact. And I'm really excited to see where this app goes and what develops after it. Like, what companies are going to leapfrog onto this, because it's a crazy concept, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see what happens, too. That is STEPN, STEPN. Go look it up online or in either app store. It's on iOS and Android. But while you're trying to live your healthiest lifestyle and getting out, you might pass the next NFT craze. This is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit now. So while you're out jogging, you might run past an NFT vending machine. An NFT vending machine. So not only are these like a brand new concept, but they are Solana based, they are completely randomized, and so it's kind of luck of the draw. It's really just kind of a way to kind of put it in front of the public's face and say, here's this technology, embrace it.
This is really adding like a whole new aspect to NFTs, because for a long time you had to have a crypto wallet, you had to understand, in at least to some extent, you had to understand how crypto worked, how the blockchain worked, and how you can get those NFTs and how you can purchase them. But now when they're putting it so that people can literally that are walking down the street, use their credit card, their debit card, Apple Pay to purchase these NFTs at an in-person thing, I think we're going to see a lot more mass adoption and a lot more people believing in this and backing different NFT projects and believing that NFTs, they're here to stay, because the more we see them pop up, the more that we're going to see them eventually just everyone's going to be into the NFTs, and we are going to see so many different things become NFTs. We talked about in our NFT video that all those things with Dapper Labs. What if they started making vending machines that had little packs in it? So you could now, people pull trading cards all the time. So why would you not open a pack, a physical pack, to get a moment? Like it just makes sense in my mind.
It makes so much sense. It's really bringing the access to these people, putting it in front of their faces, and giving them the technology that either they didn't know how to use or just weren't exposed to before. So this is something that is, like I said before, is going to completely revolutionize our world, and it's going to become an entirely new trading sector, industry, whatever you want to call it. I believe it's going to do it. But we did have a movement in one of the most popular marketplaces, OpenSea. We had Azuki, which is a NFT collection. I'll let you talk a little bit more about the details of it. But they passed Bored Ape Yacht Club for the #1 spot on OpenSea. They sold out on the initial drop. They sold out in 3 minutes, and the creators made $29 million. That's $29 million in 3 minutes. So, Matthew, what's going on with them, and why are they so popular?
It's just absolutely crazy. $29 million in 3 minutes, and we for a long time, Bored Apes, they've been the king of the jungle. They've been on top, and to finally see Azuki take over as the #1 collection on OpenSea, I think we're going to see a lot of big things coming from this collection. We also saw $300 million in transaction volume in the first 4 weeks after their mint, which is crazy. That means the creators also made another $15 million on top of that in royalties. So they're just rolling in buckets of money at this point. So they have the capital to do something crazy. I think we're going to see a game long term with this, because Arnold Sang, who is the character designer for Overwatch, he worked at Activision up until this collection dropped, and right when this collection dropped, he actually left Activision to go ahead full-time into this project. He designed all of the characters within his free time. So, we have a really reputable name. For a long time, there was no names behind this project of who was really working on it, what we're really going to see, and I think that this is something huge. We see tech industry leaders leaving these massive corporations all the time, and they're just going to try and develop Web3. And the more big names that get in it, the more excited I am for this, because it's going to be crazy. And once we can develop games with it, I don't know what's going to happen with the Azuki collection. They have a crazy roadmap. Hopefully it all falls through, but we will link that collection in the description down below. Make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. It is the #1, like we said, #1 collection currently in the world. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that one out.
Yes, super unique. But like you were saying, that these artists are leaving these corporations, and it does open up some competitiveness within Web3. You have these very talented graphic designers and web designers that know how to code. They know exactly what they're doing with blockchain technology, and they're the ones really that are being the trailblazers right now.
And what I really love is that people are leaving those corporations because the blockchain empowers creators, right? If those designers are working, say, if he was still working at Activision and they did something like they sold a bunch of skins or something and they made $29 million in 3 minutes, and then somehow you were able to trade those skins, they're not making any commissions off that. On the blockchain, creators, they are empowered, they make commissions on the trading volume, and it's deserved to them, and it's just a lifetime value for the creators, and it just makes people want to create more. So I can't wait to see what is created.
Absolutely. Coming up next, we are talking about NBA Top Shot. They had a massive weekend this past weekend with the All-Star game going on, as well as the competitions. So what they were able to do is set up a massive promotional event in person and really get to talk to fans about what the technology was, how do you purchase it, why does it have value, and really just kind of explain that stuff with their team at the event. So over the course of 3 days, they got to see a ton of people. There was so much action on Twitter, people tweeting at them, a lot of different large accounts with huge followings retweeting them. So I think that's only going to get more popular as time goes on.
Yeah, I really think that it's adding a whole new fan experience. We've said it before, say it again, say it a million times. It's going to add that whole new experience, and I really love what the NBA did with their promotions for All-Star Weekend. You know, those are the things that we see with NFT collections that really take them to the next level. It really incentivizes real-world utilities within their projects, and, you know, those promotional NFTs that they did for the All-Star, like, I'll let you touch on what it exactly was, but
yeah,
it
and
was
what's
crazy.
cool about it is it's so current. It almost makes you feel like you're at the event or like you're participating in something. That participatory culture really changes all the aspects of it. And just something that they did for the dunk contest, they released a new set called the Rim Shakers, made a NFT moment from each of the contestants' best dunks. So it was really just a cool way for the fans to just, even if you were watching it or if you were there a part of it, just a cool way for you to own part of that weekend.
Yeah, you own a piece of history. You own a piece of fandom, and who doesn't want a piece of that?
Absolutely. And Obi Toppin's winning dunk is now selling for a lot of money, so go check it out on there. But like I said, that Rim Shaker set, they also released 6 or 7 challenges, each one in varying difficulty on NBA Top Shot. So you're looking at a very price range on that as well in terms of the moments that you're going to have to put into those challenge sets. But if you do complete them, you do get rewards. So not only did they open up new sets, but they also created new challenges just to create more involvement with the fans. And I felt like that was the best time they possibly could have done it, especially when they're getting all that traction on social media from the All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, you know, it just makes sense perfectly. Like, why wouldn't you do this promotion for All-Star Weekend? Everyone's watching All-Star Weekend. Everyone's talking about it. It just completely makes sense. But before we go any further with this video, one of our sponsors asked that we have our followers go ahead and check out a sports article breaking down the top 10 NFL wide receivers of all time. So if you guys would, it'll be a link in the description down below. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that out from one of our sponsors.
Absolutely. And just to keep touching on sports and what Dapper Labs is doing, because they are the creators of NBA Top Shot, a tweet that I saw today from the Evaluate Market account, and that's who keeps all the statistics on those Dapper programs and NFT programs like that. There are less than 1 million collectors on all of their 3 main platforms. That's UFC Strike, NBA Top Shot, and NFL All Day. There's 51,000 collectors for UFC Strike, 71,000 for NFL All Day, and 667,000 for NBA Top Shot. That's not even 1 million yet. This is so early, so please get into it with us. Get excited about it, and Matthew, I feel like this just speaks volumes about what we're trying to preach on this channel here.
Well, we said, you know, we're so early on, like, not even 1 million people. That statistic right there shows that it's like we're in the first 5, maybe 10% of the mass adoption phase, because think about how many people there are out there that buy sports cards. The average person
I'd let you just take
that
that
collects sports cards spends about $3,600 on those sports cards. But once you take them to the next level and you can make them plays, you can make them moments, you can own the moment, you can verify the authenticity, I think we're going to see that industry boom. We're seeing a constant growth in the sports card and trading card industry, and this is just a whole new aspect, and it's so early, guys. Any moment that you collect right now, I guarantee down the line, we're so early that it's gonna
be worse on
boom. It's gonna boom.
We're hoping. Yeah, we're hoping too. But another piece of technology that is going to come out, and I know that we are very excited for, is the Nest Arcade. It's a very interactive, kind of a one-stop shop, I would say, for an NFT gaming marketplace, and just multiple games all in one place for users to play.
Yeah, so, you know, Nest Arcade it's not launched yet, but it's something that is in the works. They've been working on it for a little bit. Right now, they're accepting creators of different NFT play-to-earn games to go ahead and partner with them for their app. So their app is going to be dropped on iOS or Android stores very, very soon, within the first quarter of 2022. And within their app, you're going to have a bunch of different games that you can play. They're all going to be NFT games. They're all going to be blockchain games. This app is powered on the Solana network, the same as the STEPN app. But once it drops, you're going to be able to go into the app and play these different games if you own the NFT from that collection. By doing that, you are going to go ahead and earn money by playing it. And, you know, like we said in our last video, gaming, blockchain gaming, like that is going to change the gaming industry forever. And mobile gaming itself has been booming recently. So once you are able to earn money by doing this, I can't wait to see what happens with that. But on March 2nd, the public sale for their initial decentralized exchange offering is going public. It's from the 2nd to the 7th. They have a couple different things that you're going to be able to buy on there. But, you know, they're going to raise a lot of capital. They're going to get a lot of people in. They're going to get a lot of big names, big investors in. And I really think that Nest Arcade, you know, we haven't really seen too many people do what they're trying to do. We saw a little bit with GameStop, but like they haven't released too many details. They haven't really given us too much information. It's not going to be an app where necessarily you're even going to be playing in it, more so a marketplace. But, you know, this is like you said, one-stop shop for gaming, play-to-earn gaming, NFT gaming. And I'm sure they'll develop something down the lines for like on the PC where, you know, it's a very interchangeable within multi-console system.
Yeah, I think that's it. Like you mentioned, it's kind of how Xbox and PlayStation started. They started as two completely different parent companies. They wanted nothing to do with each other. And now there's so many more cross-platform games. There's things where you can play with whoever you want now. I think the world's moving towards that as we speak, and I think NFT, like the world of NFT gaming and play-to-earn crypto, is also going to go that way too. Right now, it's still just so early being developed that it hasn't gotten that widespread adoption yet, but I think that is coming.
I think there's even a possibility, like long term, we could see like a console, like the PS5 or the Xbox. Like we could see some kind of blockchain console, maybe. I don't know. You know, that would definitely be something cool, something to maybe look out for. I don't know if any people that are good with like building gaming stuff. You know, idea for you guys right there. But
yeah, pay the man later. Pay the man later.
But that is all that we had for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like. Let us know what you guys are excited for in 2022 about Web3, blockchain, NFTs in the comment section down below. As always, guys, my name is Matthew Masel.
And I'm Carter Getty.
And this is 85 Opportunities, and we will catch you guys next Friday.